Over the course of her 30-year career in film, Janet Yang has blazed the trail for Chinese cinema and Asian representation. She began her critically acclaimed career by founding the first distribution company in North America for Chinese films. As a producer, it was a collaboration with Steven Spielberg on Empire of the Sun that shot her to fame, followed by films such as The Joy Luck Club, which marked a turning point in the Hollywood film industry, a step forward towards diverse representation on screen as the first ever Hollywood movie featuring a Pan-Asian cast. As the head of Janet Yang Production, Janet continues to develop projects around Asian culture and themes, including the recently released Netflix animated feature Over the Moon. Janet has been a close ally of our Asia Society family and a board member of Asia Society Southern California, who has chaired many film programs. She is a mover and shaker for Asian representation in her globally connected industry, being dubbed the 50 most powerful women in Hollywood by The Hollywood Reporter. Many young ladies would watch Janet's career and say, if she can succeed, perhaps I can also. As we see now, we have an Asian woman director who have made it to the ASHK. So perhaps we will never know how many young Asian women that Janet must have inspired. We're honored to pay tribute to her award-winning work in diversity and inclusion in film.
Janet Yang needs no introduction. Her career in film has taken her through over 30 years of experience, pioneering the growth of Chinese cinema in the United States. Her enthusiasm and willingness to take on new challenges have translated into an of powerful, informative, and engaging films. An award-winning Hollywood producer with deep roots in China, Janet began her career bringing Chinese cinema into North America and brokered the first sale of American studio films into China before rising to prominence through her collaboration with Steven Spielberg on Empire of the Sun. Some of her distinguished projects include the groundbreaking movie The Joy Luck Club, which was the first mainstream American movie featuring an all-Asian cast, as well as The People vs. Larry Flynn and Shanghai Calling. Janet won a Golden Globe and Emmy for her HBO film Indictment, The McMartin Trial. She currently heads Janet Yang Productions, which is developing projects with Asian themes, including the new Netflix animated feature, Over the Moon. Janet is a close friend of our organization and a board member of Asia Society Southern California. She has moderated various Asia Society at the Movies conversations and chaired the U.S. Asia Entertainment Summit, a gathering of filmmakers, thought leaders, and content creators in the U.S. and Asian entertainment industries. Janet has also chaired another Asia Society Southern California signature program multiple times, namely the U.S.-China Film Summit, that unites Hollywood and Chinese film industry leaders to discuss collaboration and market trends. Her recent involvements include discussions with notable leaders on the Asia In-Depth podcast, and her attendance at the Sundance Film Festival with Asia Society most recently in 2020, interviewing acclaimed actors such as Daniel Day Kim and Chris Pang, and producer-director Lulu Wang. Throughout her career, Janet has made a constant effort to promote the success of Asians in Hollywood. She is currently on the board of governors for the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences, and holds the prestigious title of one of the 50 most powerful women in Hollywood, representing and empowering Asians in the American film industry. She is also a co-founder of Gold House, an association that seeks to unite Pan-Asian creatives to encourage social cohesion. Janet has been and continues to be a driving force for Asian representation in Hollywood and around the world, making her an inspiration to us all.
Thank you so much, Asia Society Hong Kong, for this honor. I feel so privileged to be with all of you here tonight. I have enjoyed being part of the Asia Society global family for a number of years now. And I really appreciate that you have devoted this evening to the subject of diversity and inclusion. It is one that is near and dear to my heart because in ways large and small, I have been advocating for this all my life. I didn't even know about these vocabulary words when I first started making movies. It was just something I was drawn to. I found myself wanting to tell stories that were very inclusive. And today it has now become very much part of the zeitgeist and part of everyday conversation. And it is quite amazing to me, actually, that we've gotten to this point. So in many ways, things have really gotten better, and there has been a lot of attention on the Asian and Asian American community. However, it has also come with a lot of really unfortunate events. The rise of anti-Asian racism, the violence against many of our members, especially the elderly, has been absolutely heartbreaking. And the result of all this, I believe, is that there's increased activism in our community. There is more coalition building, more community building, and I'm hoping that if we continue to join hands, we can overcome the really reckless and tragic events that have been occurring in this country and in other parts of the world as well. So once again, thank you for having me, and please enjoy your evening.